Wrote and conceived this completely sober, which is even worse. I want to do a low budget comedy because I felt like it was a necessity. They only giving big budgets for superhero movies, and I ain't a superhero, and so I just wanted to do a found footage comedy, and I wanted to be the first of its kind because nobody ever done a fast found footage comedy. They did found footage horror. I mean, yeah, they did found footage superhero, found footage teen movie. Nobody did a found footage horror. I mean, a comedy. So I want to be the first one to the table with it. And so I was watching Paranormal Activity 1 and 2, and I was just sitting there going, how crazy is it that white people never leave the house? And I was like, what if that happened to black people? You know, how would we respond in that situation? And I just started thinking, and all these ideas started coming up, and before you knew it, I had a movie. In film, sometimes you're doing other people's movies and it's not as your point of view and it's not as funny. I love this movie because it's my point of view. I got to do everything I want to do. Nobody was there editing me or telling me what I could say. I went and did what I felt like doing. And that was, if I could do films like that, then I'll pick it up. We did this actually micro low budget, and but we tried to get as much laughs as possible as we could in there. So we tried to get a $35 million looking movie for the low price of under 10. And everything you see is on the screen. I didn't get paid nothing. I did it for love and labor. Cast, man. The way it all came together was everybody got casted like the last day. Essence didn't have time to even go into like have a makeup and she didn't have time to even go to a wardrobe fitting. They probably one of them. She got casted the day of. Cedric casted like the day of. Afion the day of. We had people in mind, and we was trying to work different schedules, but a lot of the people schedules wasn't working out because there's on television shows, and everybody, it just happened. Like I said, God was like, no, you're gonna put Cedric in a movie. Why? Because everybody else is gonna be busy. So, and honestly, once Cedric, I met with Cedric, and he's, I sat down. I was like, dude, I know you. Go home. I got you. I know what you do. He goes, nah, but I have this take, man, and he should talk like this. And he gave me a little bit of taste, and I was like, oh man, he could kill this. And that's all I kind of needed. And Essence came in and read, but I had reservations about Essence because she just had a baby 3 weeks before she had the meeting. So she was sitting in the meeting with stitches. She still had that spray. That. If none of you had a baby, one day you will, and you're gonna have the spray, and you're gonna be. And then, like on set, there was like breast milk on all her shirts, like hungry baby juice all over the place. And so, but she was down to do it. She just wanted to do the movie, and so I was like, okay, good, let's do it, bang. But she was game. Anytime an actress goes, trepidation is one of the worst things that you can have when you're trying to cast a movie, especially a comedy. It's like, we gonna be fools, we gonna act the fool. I need people that's down and don't ask questions. And if I need you to swing off a chandelier, swing off a chandelier. I got naked 3 times, and I was naked down to the skin, like
I saw that.
Like, ding out, and then trying to be somebody's boss, like, hey, what I want you to do is just slide the camera up over here, man. No, you got it in the wrong spot. So, God casted the movie, and I'm happy he did, and everything. It's all a blessing, man.
How difficult is it for you to make that transition towards something that's so deep and serious, like a movie like Requiem, to something like a haunted house?
I think all of it kind of coexists. I went to performing arts high school, so I'm theatrically trained. Me and Omar Epps was classmates, and that's my best friend to this day. It's like he could do comedy just as good as I do, and I could do drama just as good as he is. But I choose comedy, and it's an easy transition because in drama, all you gotta do is be honest. In comedy, you gotta be funny and be honest, but at the same time, you gotta be energetic, and you have to make people laugh, and you have to be on your toes, you have to be thinking. It's so much harder. And what's great about this movie for me is I got to play the straight man. Normally I'm really goofy, wacky, crazy, off character. I got to ground a movie. I got to have a romantic relationship with a woman. I got to go crazy and hump stuffed animals and do what I did, but it all was a reaction to what was happening, and it was reactive to the people and to what was going on in the situation. So it wasn't just crazy comedy for no reason. It was grounded in a reality, and then we took it to crazy places. So I gave it a floor, but I had no ceiling. And so I think the drama helped me in terms of my writing.